And welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, RC model aviation enthusiasts all across the globe. We are at the U.S. Scale Masters National Championship. It's being held in Hemet, California. This is day one of the two-day event, and we're with Master Modeler Brent Hecht as he's doing his second flight on the T-38.
There you go. Thanks. Alright, so first maneuver's takeoff. Brakes are set.
I had to scoot out of the way so we can see it. Like a child, I'm always underfoot. Alright, here we go. Normally there are 6 flying events. There's a scale judging event, and then there are 6 flying events. And this is Brent's second on this model. They'll take the 6 individual scores, they'll average them, and that is your flying score. That, coupled with your static, gives you your overall score. The model that you're looking at is a 144-inch long. It's a 1/4 scale, believe it or not, a 1/4 scale T-38 Talon. Brent built this from scratch from 3 view plans, 3 view drawings, in 2012. The model's about 12 years old. Originally, it was flying on EDFs. It was flying on twin Turbax 120mm fans. Now, I believe it's on either King Tex or Schwewinds, but it's on twin turbine engines. And she's just flying beautifully. When you enter the maneuver, you will announce to the judges that you're entering the maneuver. This is a figure 8. So you want to tie the bow there in the center at the same place, and you want to maintain a constant altitude. That's how you're scored for the figure 8, a constant altitude. Then you'll finish heading straight down the runway, and you'll announce maneuver complete. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is maneuver complete. There are 3 mandatories. Obviously, the takeoff, the landing are mandatory, plus an additional. Most pilots will do between 5 and 9 maneuvers. Depends upon how you wish, how good you want your flight score to be. But you got to be careful. Don't pick a maneuver that you're not too sure of, right? So make sure you're picking maneuvers that you're very good with. Okay, fighter roll or aileron roll. Notice that when he began the maneuver, he pitched the nose up about 5 degrees. Started to roll the aircraft over. As the aircraft was rolls over in the inverted, it should be just about level with the horizon. And as it continues to roll, the nose will drop a little bit, and you generally want to finish the maneuver about slightly nose down. Somewhere between 5 and 7 degrees nose down would be a good score. That looked like a very good aileron roll. Of course, Brent's been flying this model for so long, it's second nature to him, really. This is going to be a 4-point. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Maneuver complete. Also known as a 4-point hesitation roll because you momentarily stop or hesitate in each position. 4-point hesitation roll, 1/4 scale T-38 Talon. This is being flown right now. Builder, owner, pilot, Brent Hecht. Nice loop. The key to a loop is, number one, they need to be circular, they need to look like a loop. But two, for good scoring, you want to enter the maneuver and exit the maneuver at roughly the same altitude and roughly the same heading, which looked like it was accomplished. That looks like it was a good loop. We'll see how the judges score that. I think Brent's about halfway through his routine right about now. It's a flyby. Maneuver complete. Looks like he's going into a climbing turn that'd be called a Chandelle turn. And that's just a normal procedure turn or procedure move in the pattern. So, very nice. The jet just presents itself so well in the air, and it's such an honest flying airplane that it's really a joy to watch. So I'm going to presume he's going to be dropping the gear here on this one. Yep, there goes the gear. There goes the brake, the fighter brake, and now he's in the pattern. Setting the plane up into the landing config, so he's bringing in flaps incrementally. He's got the gear down, 3 down and locked. He's got a touch and go in his routine, so he'll do this one will be a touch and go, and then there'll be a landing. This is the touch and go. Very good. Maneuver complete. We're flying the pattern. We're keeping the aircraft in landing config essentially. Have the gear down. Probably brought the flaps up a notch or two as he flies the pattern. Downwind. Starts to bank into the base. And I'm sure as he's banking on base, he's bringing back the flaps in a little incrementally, And now the turn on the final, that brings in the full flap, landing flaps if you will, and nails the X. Good flight. Holds that nose off, that nose wheel sits down ever so gently. Applies the brakes, taps the brakes a little bit, didn't use much of the runway because he nailed the X in the end of the runway. That was a very good landing approach. Really judged that good. Super flight. Great flight. Again, this is a giant scale, quarter scale, 144-inch long T-38 Talon. Being flown by Master Modeler Brent. U.S. Scale Masters National Championship, Hemet, California. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Cheers. All the best from the Scale Masters. That was an outstanding flight.